I mean, I don't think that's a conspiracy though. I think they definitely do this and it's public and they don't care.
Right.
Also, aren't they supposed to like regulate like don't they make laws to protect people against like stock market or like hedge funds and stuff?
Do they? I know they're supposed
You're
to.
right, they should, but they don't because they're involved in it too much.
Right. Isn't like that guy, the Lehman Brothers dude from Enron, I think? Was it Enron? I don't know. The guy, that bank that just crashed, the Silicon Valley
Oh
Bank,
yeah.
he
Yeah.
was the same guy who caused, I want to say he was involved in something else. Maybe Enron or the housing market crash. Like he did both of them.
Well, I don't know about that, but I heard that during Trump's like time in office, the guy for Silicon Valley Bank was like petitioning for like less regulation because there was all the regulation from after the 2008, 2009 stuff. And he like petitioned to, well, we don't really need all of this stuff, and like they rolled a lot of it back, and then it happens again. And he petitioned saying we don't need it, and then he does it.
Yeah, so he could do it. I
Right.
know, I need to look up right now. What was the Lehman Brothers? It was. Yeah, it was the housing market crash, mortgage crisis.
Wow.
They basically created the mortgage crisis and then he just came back and crashed another bank.
Well, I'm glad this time at least they like punished the top people or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they didn't keep the banks alive.
And that's the thing they usually just do. They're like,
I
well,
know. We're too big to fail, right? That's what they're saying about all of
yeah.
the. It's like no. That's against the free market. The definition of the free market is
Right.
let it do what it's gonna do. If they're gonna fail, let them fail.
Right. And then let someone else take that, do it better
Yeah,
and take their
right.
place. But we don't let that happen anymore.
No. Which isn't that like true capitalism is the free market, but we don't even do that anymore. So like what are we doing?
Yeah, we just have the illusion of a free market.
Right. Yeah, I think if we had an actual free market maybe. But like there's so many big fish now too, you can't even come into it anymore, typically. Like
No.
it's so much harder to disrupt the market.
You just have to have a really good idea, I guess. Like, technically, Amazon disrupted the market and they did it better
Yeah.
than everyone else, and now they're king, but eventually, I think someone else might. But it is a lot harder, and you really. Well, and I think with like the digital age, I think that makes it even harder because now it's not just is my product better, is my service better? You also have to have like all these places have these crazy websites. Like you couldn't just
Oh
start a
yeah.
new online marketplace
Right.
because everyone else is so well established and the price to like create that would be so astronomical.
Yeah. I don't know. That is one thing that TikTok's been doing is like small businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do you know about the death of the CEO of Cash App?
No. Well,
Oh,
no.
well, he died.
I think I heard that.
Okay. Well, I heard it was someone that knew him, but I think it's like, well, there is definitely a conspiracy that it's because Cash App was getting too popular and stuff for like all the cash. I mean, specifically Cash App, but like all the cash trading apps, like,
Yeah, they're pretty powerful.
yeah, because I mean, for Venmo, didn't they, if you get a certain amount over, then now it's taxable too and
Yeah,
stuff?
$600. But I think it has to be like, it can't be like, because I was wondering, Mark and I pay each other rent on Venmo
Oh,
and then pay the rent. But I think it's like income, like actual income where you're selling
oh.
something. You're
But how do they
supposed to
know?
report it. Well, they don't, but if you got audited, like if your only job
Oh.
is through Venmo payments and you were to be audited, they definitely know.
I guess. But like, I guess since it's digital, right? But to me, it's like those jobs would be like cash under the table, which you could never regulate before, but now you can.
Right. Like a drug dealer. Like drug dealers operate a lot on Venmo, and I think they keep really high
Oh,
Venmo balances too because then it's not in the bank. Like
right.
you couldn't
Oh.
me maybe I should be careful about what I say. I'm not a drug dealer. It's my understanding that they were using it to hide money from the bank so that it wouldn't come up in your financial statements.
Yeah, I could see that. But I guess that's illegal. I don't know. Should that not be allowed? I don't.
But if it wasn't drug dealing, let's say you were selling
Cookies.
bookmarks. Oh, cookies. Okay. If you're selling cookies, well, I do think you should. Like, if we all have to pay income tax, I kind of get it.
I thought that you. Oh, like federally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if we're all paying tax and you're selling your stuff on Venmo and never paying tax on your income, like, that is kind of. I don't know how I feel about that.
Right. Okay, but the rich don't pay any of their taxes either.
Right, but we need
But
to rewrite the tax codes to not
yeah.
allow that.
Yeah, I guess if you're making, because I mean, there is a 0% bracket to a certain amount. So if you do make more than that, then you should pay taxes. Because I think it is like, well, let me look it up before I say how much. I think it's a couple thousand though.
I thought it was like 22,000.
I thought it was 6,000. So I don't know. It's oh, well, 22,000's for joint for married
Oh.
people, 11,000 for single people. Oh wait, that's 10%. Oh,
Oh.
so even the smallest bracket's 10%. Why
Oh.
did I think there was a
I think it's
0%?
under 600.
For federally, this says 0 to $11,000 is 10%.
Oh.
So technically, if you sold something on Venmo for 20 bucks, then they deserve 10%. I don't know how I feel about that. Or like garage sales.
Yeah.
Should that be taxable? Like if people start Venmoing you because they don't carry cash?
I think. But that, like, if it's. I don't know. You have to report it for them to know, I'm pretty sure. But
Well, yeah, but now that all these people don't carry cash, so people are gonna use.
maybe it should be 10,000 or something. Like, 600's pretty low.
Yeah.
But I do think at a certain point, if you're running your entire business on,
Well, yeah.
then I would really like you to pay some taxes.
Yeah, if you have a whole business going. I feel like if you're selling weird, like, furniture, like garage sale or whatever throughout the year, I
Yeah,
could
one
see it being
off.
$600 for the
Yeah.
year, but I don't think you should pay taxes on that.
No.
But if you're running an actual business and you're getting money every single month, then maybe. I mean, then yeah, you should
Yeah.
pay.
I think it should be a higher limit.
Yeah, 600 seems too low.
I think it should be like 15,000.
But again, like, I guess how would they know that these are for a business or for personal through
Right.
Venmo?
They don't, but I think that it's more to crack down on.
Yeah, that makes sense what you said, the drug dealers and stuff.
Or, yeah. Like, I think lash techs, nail artists who don't have like a. Like, there are people who will do
Oh,
it out of their house.
yeah, and salons and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't
Hmm.
know. It's kind of. I think there's definitely a need for it, but the where the need falls seems to be kind of ambiguous. Like, where do you draw the line between that? Yeah,
Right.
you buy things from people, like it does happen, but somewhere along the lines you are actually making an income and
Yeah.
tax evading.
But they only focused on Venmo, didn't they? There's so many other apps.
I know.
I guess they're probably gonna figure it out.
And Venmo's so scary because it's not like insured or backed by anything. And if you have money in your Venmo account, like if Venmo were to go under, it's just gone.
I did not know that. Oh.
It's not like guaranteed.
Oh, I always take my money out of it, but
I do too.
I don't know. Do you think crypto's gonna continue?
Honestly, I think crypto is a big made up
Oh,
joke.
yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. To me, crypto falls into stock, like stock prices. Like,
Oh. What is basically a stock right now,
yeah,
right?
that's how everyone's treating it. Like, if you could use it, and I could see the value in having a decentralized currency, but like, ultimately, it doesn't have a value. Nothing backs it. It's just like a dollar.
Right. But the fact is that it's not controlled, I guess, by the US government then, or any
Yeah, that's
government.
good. But then it's not control. Like, the good thing about the government controlling the money is that they kind of rely on it, so they're not going to let it go to zero.
Mm,
But crypto's so risky because if everyone just says, yeah, we're not into it, like,
right.
gone.
Right. Or like, oh, there's another one or a different one or whatever. Like, I feel like it would change constantly.
Yeah, like, why did we need 10 cryptos? I think if it was just Bitcoin and no one else did it, then it would be fine. You know what I mean? Like, then it would have value, but because
Right.
there's so many that everyone can pick their own and just, I don't know. You need everyone to go along with it for it to work.
Yeah, it is a faith. Money is because no money's real, so it is just you have faith in the money, and if it keeps changing or the crypto keeps going up and down and stuff, you're not gonna have faith in it.
Right. And even like, we were talking about like the gold standard, but to almost all of us, gold has no value. You know what I mean? Like, gold is only
Yeah.
valuable if you can do something with it. And most of us can't really do much with it.
Yeah, I'm almost like maybe we should back it by something else. The number of trees that we have or something. Because then you can make a house, you can make paper, you can make whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Roads, I guess. Not.
You could make like wooden brick roads. I've seen that somewhere. I don't know where.
Oh, that'd be cool. And
Like,
bridges, and let's go back to being an all wood society.
yeah.
I don't know.
People would not like that. They already
No.
freak out about paper.
Right. That's true. Well, we would value it more though
That's true.
if it was backed, we'd make sure we have enough trees, I guess. I don't know. Or
Yeah.
we would just put a bunch of logs in a vault.
We'd probably put logs in vaults, and logs can rot. Like, it would have to be like
That's true. Airtight.
treated. And you can't,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's pretty hard to transport wood internationally because of, like, you
Oh,
can't just ship
yeah.
a tree.
The bugs and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to be, like, heat treated and.
Okay. I guess we won't have a society backed by wood.
But paper can go internationally. Because they make, like,
Yeah.
corrugated crates to get around the EU
Oh.
stuff.
I mean, money's already just paper.
Well, it's
It is
cotton, isn't
backed by
it?
itself. Oh, that's true. It is a fiber blend
Which,
or
why do
whatever.
I feel like that was all Big Cotton's doing?
Because it used to be
That feels,
paper.
yeah, that feels like a conspiracy too.
We're uncovering other conspiracies. Well, isn't the EU's like plastic?
I think so, I think so.
Big plastics.
Right, well, whoever, yeah, it's probably a lot about like industry lobbying and stuff. At least here, I don't know how lobbying works in other countries. Maybe it's illegal. You tell us, dear listeners. We don't know how that works, but here I feel like it's whoever lobbies hard enough to get their material as the currency because there's so much like that's probably a huge money maker.
Yeah, I'm sure. But why would EU use plastic when they're so against plastic?
Probably because it has better longevity as far as
Yeah, it's not gonna rip and
stain
whatever.
and it can probably be cleaned easier.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, what do you think's gonna happen to all of our money when